It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From AT&T Center in San Antonio, tonight, the San Antonio Spurs getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's Spurs basketball to get this one going. Underway in Texas. Nice pass to set things up. Not going to have it this time.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Slam dunk.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Has a look. He buries it off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Howard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Shot clock winding down. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Spurs have it. Dwight Howard with the block. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Howard. Lobs it up. Cashes in for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oklahoma City ball. To Howard. Takes stock of the floor. Down to 5 on the 24. 24-second violation. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Count the bucket for 2.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Nothing going here on that drive. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. The rebound taken by San Antonio. San Antonio ball. Probing the defense. Over to the right side. Knocks it down off the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Howard. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Oklahoma City's got it. Off the assist.
Old school equals high percentage.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
And hits off a killer step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. And the nice finish at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Here comes the screen. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Here comes the screen. That's going to be out of bounds. Time to shuffle things up. Bell. Won't go. knocks it down from mid-range.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Spurs in possession. Here comes the screen. The monster stuff. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. And he buries it.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Flushes it home. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here comes the screen. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. 4-3. Buries it.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
San Antonio with the basketball. Probing the defense. The Spurs with 4 on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Trying to cash in. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Deep three at the buzzer. We played one at AT&T Center with the Spurs out in front. Jay and I back with more from San Antonio. After this, you're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. About to start the second quarter. Both teams very productive offensively at the outset.
It was great to watch, and both teams were on fire. But, Ed, let me bring you inside one of the huddles. These teams are fiery. I heard one player say, we got to draw a line. We got to fight. We got to continue to compete. Get up in somebody's face. The effort will be there in the second quarter.
Here comes the screen. Here's the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Short jumper won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all that. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Fires the three, and he buries it.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
He gets it in the left corner. The pass set it all up.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
And takes it away. Thunder with the basketball. A fundamental shot right there.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Barnes. And that's rebounded by the Thunder. Layup goes down. Well done.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Here comes the screen. Deep left corner. Barnes. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Harrison Barnes. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. From long range. Tough shot. Well defended. To Harrison Barnes. Here comes the screen. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Five to shoot for San Antonio. For three, textbook defense. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
The Thunder have the possession. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here comes the screen. Over to the right side. Barnes. Beyond the arc for three. And knocks it down.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Spurs will take the timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Down the lane to lay it in.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Able to convert inside.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Count it. Old-fashioned three-point play. Tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Deep two there, won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And draws the foul.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. OKC ball. Down to 5, down to 4 to shoot. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Howard. Here comes the screen. To Howard. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Here comes the screen. Five to shoot for San Antonio. Fires the three, missed it. Howard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throws up and perfect. Nothing going here on that drive. Dwight Howard tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Thunder with the basketball. He was hacked. They let it go. And the rebound comes to OKC. Screen coming. And a throwdown.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
From the painted area, won't go down. Spurs have it. Sizing up the defense. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Curling inside to Howard. With a drop step. The shot almost. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it for the first half. The Thunder with the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Thunder are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Spurs are within striking distance at the half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Thunder have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Spurs aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the 3rd quarter. Oklahoma City ball. And it's rejected.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
With a drop step. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's a chance from long range and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not easy.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Off the pro hop, strong footwork.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Over to the right side. Turns and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And he's going to the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Cruises inside for 2.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
San Antonio ball. And the basket good at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Here comes the screen. Five seconds to shoot. 4-3. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries the 3. Easy path to the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Here comes the screen. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. To Howard. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Tough Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Oklahoma City's got it. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Oh, emphatic slam.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Right now, San Antonio's possession. Nothing going here on that drive. Able to convert inside.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. He connects off the step back.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way. The defender can recover after that move.
Here comes the screen. That's rebounded by the Spurs. Throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Thunder with the basketball. Surveys the floor. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Yes, and the foul. foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Rocking the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
The Thunder have the possession. From long range, knocks down the three-pointer.
Well, just the ability to step back and be able to knock that shot down, think about what that does to the defender, Ed. It makes the defender come out, which leads to the next setup, which is an easy drive to the rim. Look for that one coming soon.
And the result this time, another trifecta. And strokes it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Deep right corner to Howard. Fine to shoot. For 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
And that one is out. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Gets to the basket and scores.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
That is great vision to set it up. Jordan Bell with the dunk. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lets it fly from long range, shakes free, and hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. Thunder with the lead. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Driving right to the basket. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Barnes. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. Wide open look, won't go. And scores.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
To Harrison Barnes. Oh, he had it. And the finish, slam dunk.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. To Barnes. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Whoa! What a finish! Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
To Harrison Barnes. Here comes the screen. To Barnes. Beyond the arc for 3. That was well defended, but Barnes sticks it.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Fires the 3. Oh, that's how it's done.
Man, not again. Please, don't do him like that.
Here comes the screen. To Harrison Barnes. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. OKC ball. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound pulled down by Barnes. To Barnes. Baseline drive. Short jumper won't fall.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Kelly Olynyk snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. The free throw good. Converts on the 3-point play. And the margin is down to 2. Howard. Nice pass to get things going.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here comes the screen. For three. That's off the side of the rim, short. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Another chance. Off the mark. Shot from the lane won't go. Deep left corner. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Dwight Howard, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. And hits the first free throw.
For the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 5. Subbing in for the San Antonio Spurs.
Two for two on that trip. Top of the key. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Howard. Short jumper stays out. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The free throw, good. Finishes off the three-point play. And we're tied up here in the fourth quarter. Thunder with the basketball. Howard. Gets a look. Can't hit. from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Howard. For 3. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Spurs in possession. Takes stock of the floor and scores. Strong take.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Howard. No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Shot clock winding down. Not that time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Off the mark at the line. Lets it fly from long range. He drills the 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie and overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Good victory here for the Thunder as they win a close one by 2. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jones here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder did what great teams do best, finish. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Spurs lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from three, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the San Antonio Spurs. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.